Hello guys, and welcome once again to my channel. My name's Mark and my channel name is Mark Parnell, British Bushcraft and Survival. Before we start the video, I'd just like to say a very big thank you to all my subscribers, and Finn, who lives in Cumbria, he supplied me with kit and equipment for bushcraft and survival, so thank you very much, Finn, and we'll be seeing you soon. Another subscriber, there's that many subscribers, Jim Timber, he's from Poland. Got your email before, Jim, thank you very much for the well wishes, and I hope your family and friends have a great 2020. So let's get on with the video. So today we are going to be looking at kit and equipment, a bit of landscape, where we are at the moment. Today we're in North Wales, a place called Bushcraft, and it is the highest village in North Wales. So we're in a little bit of a wooded area, and we've just come across a couple of trees. Come and have a look at these trees. So we've got birch, polypore. We're going to leave them alone. We're going to leave them, and it's called the razor strop fungus. So you can basically, if you come to another tree, and there's a big birch polypore. If you have a look at this one, we're not going to take it. We're going to leave it, but we could come back to it. And the size of this birch polypore. So you'd actually cut it down the side. You could use it as a razor strop. You could cut into the white part, and you could make a plaster for your finger. It's got good uses for bushcraft and survival. So we're going to take a walk around the area, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, so we're going to do a bit of hiking now, and also we're going to have a look at some cooking equipment and its uses. But we're going to go across country. I'm going to show you some features of the landscape and what's going on. We've got a birch woodland to our right, but when we go down to the bottom of the hill, it goes into pine. Then we've got streams. There's all kinds of things around here, and it's great for bushcraft and survival. So give me a couple of minutes and I'll be back with some views for you. So we have come to a wooded part of it's called Bushcraft, but it's there's a river that goes through it. It's called Nantythreath, and we've been practicing bushcraft here for a while, but it can be dangerous as the terrain, it's quite steep and unforgiving in places. But as it goes with bushcraft, it's good. There's enough firewood, so I'm going to show you around the area. And we're going to get a fire going, I think, and we are going to go through some kit and equipment and have a chat. So be back soon. And there's our water source. So we're in the valley at the moment. So I've just come across these yew trees. You can see the tree itself and the leaves of the tree. Usually has red berries on, but I don't think it's the time of year for the red berries. But the red berries have got cyanide and toxic, deadly. But these trees, in years gone by, They used to make longbows out of these trees. So these trees are going to be here for years to come. And in a bushcraft and survival scenario, you could actually make a longbow. And all you need is an axe, a knife. You could even use sinew for the string, or even paracord if you were stuck. So that's the uses and not detailed explanation, but of the yew tree. Oh, the wind's starting to pick up, guys. Yeah, the wind's starting to pick up. It's quite cold. So we're going to have a little explore and see what we can find. See if we can use anything for survival and bushcraft. So here's some panorama basically of the landscape. Got some pylons there, overhead pylons. You can actually follow these in a survival situation and it'll bring you back to civilization. It always lead to habitation pylons. So you can follow that one, go to the next one, go to the next one, and then you'll come to maybe a few houses, a village if you're in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, top tip, if you see pylons and you're lost and you don't know where you are, just get your bearings, head north or wherever you are, and follow the power cables, and the lowways bring you to some form of habitation. Okay guys, look at the trees here. Whoa, starting to get really windy now. We've just come across a fallen birch tree, and in a survival situation, which we're not actually a survival situation today, but you can utilise this tree. It's good for firewood, and obviously if you look at the tree, it's like, if you look at it's dead oily, and basically what you can do is you can roll it up. If it's a bit damp, stick it in your pocket, and your legs will dry out the birch bark as it's a bit damp. And we're going to use this to light a fire later with only natural materials that we found in the woods. So follow me, and the next step will be going into the woods. Okay? Whoa, it's getting windy now. So what we're going to do, I don't know if you can see in the distance, there's houses, and we've followed and we're going up to the right to a forest which is being managed at the moment. So if there's any younger viewers looking at this channel, under no circumstances should you go near these pylons. They could kill you basically. Very, very dangerous. So do not, under no circumstances, go near pylons. Don't even camp next to them. They are deadly. Only use pylons, as you can see in front, as a navigational point of aim. As I say to the younger viewers, do not go near pylons. Do not put anything near pylons. They can kill you, and that's a fact. So just wanted to put that in the video. If any younger viewers are watching this, if you ever get lost, do not go near the pylons. Go to the right of the pylons. Don't go near the cables whatsoever. You will end up in a box, and I'm telling you that for a fact. So just thought I'd like to get in there, a bit of safety. So we'll be back in a sec. So we have found ourselves a secluded woodland, and there is loads of dead birch, and we're going to set up just a temporary day camp. This is just a local hike to get out from the house after the new year, test some kit and equipment. So yeah, we're going to use a spot here, because you can see loads of dead fallen birch, and it'll really take a spark, and it'll really be a nice fire. So as soon as you get the fire going, I'll be back on to show you how we process the wood. Okay guys, so just going to show you some little bits of equipment. Obviously, to light the fire, I brought with me a fire steel on a lanyard that goes in my pocket. I've got a small folding knife, an open carbon steel, which I'll show you later. I found this in a shop. I think it was Home and Bargains. I think it was like £2. Clips onto the outside of your rucksack, or you can put it on your keys. It's a peanut lighter, I think they call them. It's like an updated version of a survival lighter. It goes by gas, not gas. It is petrol lighter fluid. Yeah, so it's petrol lighter fluid. And you take it out and you put the lighter fluid into there, pop that in. It's got a seal. Now this has been filled 6 months ago and it hasn't failed. And I'm going to show you something with some birch bark. So get a piece of birch bark that I had in my pocket. I'm going to light it. Bit windy. But it should take, because there's loads of oils in birch bark. I might have to cup my hands. There is a bit of wind. Let's get out the wind. Here we go, it's going. And it's gone. The lighter came apart. Well, that's what happens when you're doing a video for YouTube. It's not edited. So that's the properties of birch bark. You can actually see the oils burning there, see? So we're going to come back to the video in a sec. Once we've get the knife out and the fire steel and get all the wood ready, so we'll be back in a sec. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do now is, as you can see, I haven't bought no survival knives because we're only going on a local hike. It is a openal knife. And basically it's a carbon steel one, so got a fire steel. You don't have to open the knife, you can use it as a striker because it's carbon steel. You can use it as like that. Yeah. So what we got here is we've got birch bark, and we've also got some lichen which is dried out. So I'm going to put that in there. like that. Gonna take a knee, striker, and right in there. And as you can see, it's took straight away. And what you do then, small twigs, put them on the top, just pile them on the top. And that can be left to burn for a couple of minutes. So that's the technique, how to light a fire in the woods using the fire steel, spine of a knife, and birch bark and lichen. Obviously we've got the platform, the wind's blowing in, so it's feeding the fire. So I'll be back in a minute to show you the kit and equipment. Okay guys, so we're going to be talking about kit and equipment that I've just took on a day hike, a local day hike, not too far away. So we'll start off with the clothes that I'm wearing. So we've got cold weather boots. These are made by Valdonna. I'll come up to the camera to be able to see them. Highlight boots made by Valdonna, Gore-Tex. Got a pair of Foraging on, and I've gone for Foraging because it's a tough material and it's cold today, so I wanted to be warm. Basically, keep your neck warm. We've got a buff. You can easily do that. Put it round here. Underneath, I've only got one base layer on at the moment, which is a Hallie Hansen lift top. The jacket's quite old, by the way. It was made for climbing, but it's made from a company called Westwinds. Took over Snugpack years ago. So Westwinds were part of the Snugpack business. Obviously, Westwinds left. Don't do them anymore. It's a double layered ventile jacket, as you can see by the cut. You can pull the draw cords in, like I'm going to do now, and you can just fasten them, tie them up. Yeah, it's a double ventile smock coat with a hood. Excellent for snow, cold, rain. It's quite good in rain. Basically, it's obviously ventile. Once it gets wet, it expands, so it doesn't let the water in, but lets the evaporation of your sweat out. Yeah, so that's the ventile coat. Just a few bits on kit and equipment. This day bag is a Berghaus Monroe. This is the first one they ever made. If you look at Berghaus Monroe, and this one was made in Sheffield in the UK, 1990s. Very, very hard to get hold of. Well, you can still get hold of them, but they're made in China now. But this one was made in Sheffield. I've put a light on the top. It's got a top lid, nice thick straps. And what I do with that is I'll leave that there, and we'll get some more kit and equipment. So to waterproof it, because no bag is waterproof, no matter what they say. So dry sack. And for going back later, I have got a wool jumper to go over the lift top if it goes cold. I've got a wool, it's a head over, military issue. A possum fur merino wool hat. Pair of cold weather gloves, with your Hestra. So that goes into the dry bag, and there's other kit that goes into that as well. So looking at the kit here, you don't need to take a lot of kit, so I'll go through it bit by bit. So if you get stuck in the woods, sleeping bag made out of plastic, and it's a ground bag survival polythene. There we go, you can have a look at that there. That just stays on the bottom of the bag and you don't touch it. Then we have, this is from the 1990s, a survival aids Mayday survival kit. Stays in the bottom of the bag, don't touch it. It's got everything that you need in a survival situation. If you got stuck out in the woods, this will help you survive and get out of a situation. If anyone wants to see the contents of the Mayday survival kit, please leave me a comment and I will go through it with you. So that's quite old. Now we come to first aid. First aid kit made by Life Systems. So if you've got anything in here, because I'm carrying a bladed article, could cut myself. So anything that concerns cuts, bleeds, it's covered. We've got a field dressing. I think it's Polish military field dressing that stays in the bottom of the bargain. Now we have, this is for the mobile phone. So basically a power bank and cables for the mobile phone, just in case we get into a situation and the phone dies or the battery fails, because it's getting quite cold and it's not very good with batteries for phones. So that stays in the bargain. This is a Sea to Summit dry bag. Basically it's a toilet kit. So there's wet wipes, hand sanitizer and toilet paper. That's just self-explanatory, that just stays in the top in case you get caught out. Foreign Legion container, just basically a drinking flask, yeah. So if it was hot weather, you could wet this and it would keep your drinks cool. Got a bin liner there for trash. Top tip, if you buy one of them, you can put a chain, well, the chain comes on it, and if you can see on there, I can take the chain off and put like a clip on it, so I can hang that from a fire, put it in the fire. I've also, as a top tip for you, you've always got them, put some gaffer tape and some purification tablets inside your water bottle. You've always got the means to purify water out the field then. So that just goes in there, and obviously clips over and that just stays there. We have a map of the area. Compass in a pouch, so we've got the navigation part of it covered. We know where we're going. As I said before, it's not that far away from habitation, so it's easy. Then we've got a possibles bag. As you can see, it's starting to get overcast, it gets really dark in the woods, so there's head torch, spare batteries, whistle. And this bit of kit is made for the Special Forces in the UK. It's called a Better Light, and it lasts for 30 years. You might not be able to see it here, but you use it for map reading. It emits a green light, so you can use a map. No batteries required, and it's made for the Special Forces for the UK military. Spare batteries, also put a little tea light in there, just in case we come to a disused building. We've got some light, you don't have to use a torch. So that basically that's called a possibles pouch, made of like a thick material, made by Ray Mears. Goes onto your belt. You can use it as a first aid kit if you wanted to. So I'll put that to one side. Got a fire kit. So in here is a lighter, matches. There's a tin inside there. So if you want to make charcoal, you can do. We have a knife and fork. We have a metal mug inside here. It's a British Army metal mug. Won't take it out, but I can show people different parts of the kit that I do use if you really want to see it properly. I'm going through the kit dead fast because it's starting to rain. We've got a notebook and pen, and obviously for the way back, a good single malt, 25 years old. It's going to come in well handy. Medicinal use only. Yeah, right. So we're going to use that later. Got a pair of binos. These are excellent. We were going to go to a trig point, but the weather's starting to close in, so I'm not going to get to use them today. So we'll leave them to one side. We've got a brew kit, so there's tea, coffee, salt, pepper. It's all in a closed waterproof bag. Made this morning, and basically there's chocolate, nuts, raisins, and dates, and some apricots, and it's called a munch bag. And basically what you do, just grab a load, and just eat it on the go, and it replenishes your energy. So that's called a munch bag. Got one ration, which I'm going to keep for later, which is pork sausages, omelette and beans. And as you've seen before, a little wax pouch with a DC4, the openable carbon steel knife, the little fire, survival lighter, and the fire flash, which goes in my pocket on the lanyard. So guys, that's a basic quick overview of the kit and equipment that I've been using today. So everyone stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye now, bye.